had 6 overdoses since 6 a.m. this morning.
It's another crazy day for Jason Lynch's crew from Number 2 Fire Hall. In the heart of Vancouver's downtown east side, they work out of Canada's busiest fire station. Though they hardly ever put out fires.
She got the Narcan yet?
Thwaites draws up the Narcan shot he hopes will revive her.
0.8 here. Do you want to take care of that? And I'll chart that on here so we got a time on my monitor for you. It's going to be a couple of minutes till she starts to wake here.
This woman is fortunate. Her friends started to worry and found her here. A few more minutes alone in this washroom would have been too late.
From the southeast coast of England, France lies about 50 kilometers beyond the vast expanse of sea. Today calm, but often turbulent and frigid, and now a route for desperate migrants.
We're talking about the busiest shipping lane in the world. It's winter.
This is one of the places where the migrants came. Early yesterday morning, 9 people, including 3 children, were met here by local police and the UK Border Force. They made the trip in a 4-meter-long inflatable raft.
A century ago, Canadian troops were known to enjoy a pint at the Rifleman Pub in Epsom, England. Just what they were doing June 17, 1919, when a fight broke out and 2 soldiers were arrested.
Very large Canadian convalescent camp.
100 years later, that fateful night is being revisited on this tour, retracing the steps of those Canadians who were taken on foot to the nearby police station.
They now have 2 Canadians under arrest.
Yes.
Despite the rain and wind, Ashley Ridley persists, door knocking, trying to win people over.
And you can stand there and say your party would accept that. That's what I stand for.
Frustrated by politics here, he decided to run in this election.
You're 18 years old. When you show up at the door and they realize you're the candidate and not a volunteer, what kind of reaction do you get?
I get a very shocked reaction.
Ridley says youth aren't taken seriously enough, and their voices matter.
It's become a tradition in London. Hundreds of thousands line up in the chilly January air for the annual New Year's parade. A chance to take in the marching bands from all over the world and look ahead to the new year.
I just want peace and for everybody to get along together.
New Year's is a time to celebrate, but there's no doubt that 2019 is going to be a pivotal year for the UK. It's poised to leave the EU at the end of March, but there's a lot of uncertainty around how that will actually work and what the consequences will be.
A recent poll suggests most Americans want Congress to move on from the Mueller report and concentrate on other things. But what we learn tomorrow could still change that. Lindsay Duncombe, CBC News, Washington.
The next phase of reopening will happen in mid-May. That will mean indoor dining, at-home visits with friends, even the potential for international travel. Renee Filipponi, CBC News, London.
Pour démontrer à quoi pourrait ressembler le futur réseau électrique métropolitain de Montréal, la Caisse de dépôt cite souvent en exemple la Canada Line de Vancouver qu'elle a mis sur pied il y a quelques années avec d'autres partenaires. Eh bien, nous y voici. Allons voir ce que ça a l'air.
On the side of BC's busiest highway, RCMP Constable Mike Moore takes his time, waiting for someone not to. When a car speeds by, he jumps into action. Police say speeding has become all too common since COVID-19 restrictions.
I stopped you for speeding today. If you could just hold up your driver's license for me, please.
The driver admits quiet roads are partially to blame for his speed.
The traffic is not too much, right? So, enjoy the ride.
He was speeding, but not nearly as fast as some drivers Constable Moore has pulled over in recent weeks.
This is a 90-kilometer-an-hour zone, and I have caught some folks doing, 170 kilometers an hour. Some people took it upon themselves to think that, this is the Wild West now. I'm going to open it up on these barren roads.
Thank you so much. I mean, obviously we've talked about a lot more than just healthcare and surgery and the issues that are everyday ones for you. But a life concern of yours is one we have talked about, and I feel richer for having had that opportunity.
Well, thanks so much.
Thank you.